Welcome to Echoes of the Past, a history podcast. I'm your host, Harry. Today we're diving into one of the most fascinating military campaigns in ancient history, the Second Punic War, and the story of Hannibal Barca. Specifically, we'll explore why Hannibal, despite his incredible military prowess, ultimately failed to defeat Rome. Hannibal Barca is one of the history's greatest military commanders, known for his audacious crossing of the Alps and his stunning victories against the Romans. But why did his campaign ultimately fail? Let's start by setting the stage. The Second Punic War was fought between 210 18 and 201 BC. It was a titanic struggle between two powerful Mediterranean states, Carthage and Rome. Hannibal, the Carthaginian general, is best remembered for his daring and unexpected strategies, particularly his legendary march from Spain across the Alps into Italy. Despite facing immense challenges, including harsh weather and difficult terrain, Hannibal managed to bring his army, including war elephants, into Italy. His arrival shocked the Romans, who had believed the Alps to be an impossible barrier. Hannibal's early campaigns in Italy were nothing of the sort of spectacular. He won several significant battles, including the Battle of Trebia, the Battle of Lake Trasimene, and most famously, the Battle of Cannae in 216 BC. At Cannae, Hannibal achieved one of the greatest tactical victories in military history, encircling and annihilating a much larger Roman army with two consuls in it. So why did Hannibal fail to capitalize on these victories and bring Rome to its knees? Several factors contributed to his eventual downfall. First, despite his battlefield success, Hannibal faced some significant strategic challenges. His strategy relied heavily on convincing Rome's allies to switch sides, but this was easier said than done. While some of Rome's allies did defect, the majority remained loyal to Rome, thanks in part to Rome's diplomatic efforts and the promise of future rewards and protections. Second, Hannibal's supply lines were stretched thin. Operating deep in enemy territory without adequate logistical support, his army struggled to maintain its strength and effectiveness over the long term. Rome's control over the sea lines also hindered Carthaginian resupply efforts. Third, Rome's response to Hannibal's invasion was methodical and relentless. Rather than facing Hannibal directly after the disaster at Cannae, the Romans adopted a strategy of attrition. They avoided large-scale confrontations and focused on cutting Hannibal's supplies and isolating his forces. This Fabian strategy, named after the Roman general Fabius Maximus, aimed to wear down Hannibal's army over time. Fourth, Rome's resources and manpower were vast and far greater than those of Carthage. Even as Hannibal won battles, Rome was unable to raise new armies and continue the fight. The sheer size and resilience of the Roman state proved to be a formidable obstacle. Let's delve into some of the key monuments and decisions that illustrate these points. After the victory at Cannae, Hannibal famously failed to march on Rome itself. While some historians argue that this was a missed opportunity, others point out that Hannibal likely lacked the necessary siege equipment and suffered forces successfully besiege and capture the heavily fortified city. Meanwhile, the Roman general Scipio Africanus, who was later named Scipio the Great, was gaining experience and preparing for a counter-offensive. Scipio understood that to defeat Hannibal, he needed to shift focus away from Italy and strike at Carthage's power base. His bold strategy involved taking the fight to Iberia, modern-day Spain, where he successfully cut off Carthage's key territories and resources. In 204 BC, Scipio launched an invasion of North Africa, threatening Carthage, the city itself. This forced Hannibal to leave Italy and return to defend his homeland. The decisive Battle of Zama, fought in 202 BC, pitted Scipio against Hannibal directly. Scipio's innovative tactic and the support of Numidian cavalry under Massinissa played a crucial role in the Roman victory. At Zama, Scipio neutralized Hannibal's war elephants and outmaneuvered his forces, leading to a resounding defeat for Carthage. This battle effectively ended the Second Punic War, with Carthage forced to sue for peace under the harsh terms directed by Rome, much greater than the First Punic War. In summary, Hannibal's failure in the Second Punic War was not due to lack of military genius, but rather the combination of strategic challenges, logistical issues, Rome's adaptive strategies, and overwhelming resources and resilience the Roman Republic. Despite his extraordinary campaigns and tactical brilliance, Hannibal was ultimately unable to overcome the structural and strategic advantages held by Rome. Hannibal's legacy, however, endures. His innovative tactics and bold strategies are still studied in military academies around the world. His story is a testament to the complexity of warfare, where even the greatest commanders can be thwarted by circumstances beyond their control. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of Hannibal's campaigns in the Second Punic War. I hope you've gained a deeper understanding of the factors that led to his ultimate failure. Be sure to subscribe to Echoes of the Past for more deep dives into history. Until next time, I'm Harry. Stay curious and keep exploring the echoes of past.